just watching a good sized feral goat at 460 yards. If we get a chance, we'll take a shot at him with a Barnes tipped TSX 168 grain bullet from the 308 Winchester.
Okay, shoulder up shot.
Yeah, just tuck it in, American style. Tuck it in to the shot, into the armpit, into the shoulder.
Right behind the leg.
Yeah, but neat, tight, real tight. Arse shot. That's alright, Marty. Good. Just a second, Marty. Let's have a look what's going on here. Oh. No, that's a shot. There he goes. Just the way it seemed to go. No, he's been hit properly. Just a typical slow kill from a homogeneous copper bullet at that range. Sorry about that, my bad call, just the way the bullet exited. It's still going. He's down. It's not too bad, it's a little bit quicker than normal as far as kills go, not too bad at all for this type of bullet.
Still heaving.
Yeah, he's still going, but he's pretty well buggered now. I'd say that you wouldn't want to be pushing it any further than that.
You honestly thought that had missed the way it took off?
Yeah.
Compared to what we've seen so far?
Yeah, and unless you've, like with the video I could see that it was hit, but it just, the way it looked in this light through the LCD screen, I thought it was struck far too far back, but yeah, I had some indication that something had happened, but other than that, if you didn't have that kind of tracking, you wouldn't know he'd been hit.
No.
And if the bullet had drifted a bit further back, there's no way he would have been secured. So that was a deliberate meat saver shot. I mean, in New Zealand we tend to aim for the shoulder. You guys are the same, in Australia.
Yeah.
But with this type of shot placement, a lot can go wrong with this type of bullet. And as the velocity goes out, well, things can go wrong anyway, regardless of shot placement. We found another goat at similar range. We're going to try this with a frangible bullet rather than a homogeneous copper bullet. We'll see how we get on.
So rear lung?
Yep.
No, sorry, centre lung.
Down, is it?
It's down. I'm near the creek. Done.
So here's our first big goat. And see we've got an exit wound here in the rear. Caliber sized or expanded caliber sized exit wound. It's going to look something like this. Look at that. So you can see it's pretty well uniform, and he's been hit front here. We're aiming for a centre to rear lung shot. We can't see where the bullet's hole. out. You can see it's actually gone a bit far back. Minor leg, so that's a rear lung shot. So this is the sort of shot that occurs in reality when we aim here and we get a little bit of wind drift. So as you can see, Marty's only had 3 inches of wind drift over that distance. And if the bullet can't create a very wide wound, it can often result in a slow kill. Now on this goat over here, we've used a frangible bullet. Nearly another 100 yards further away. It's not a really good comparison because the exit wound is through bone, so we've got quite a good exit wound there. Let's have a look if we can see where the entry is. Yeah, so we've got a shoulder shot. So that's a false read really. This was going to be a faster kill no matter what we used. However, we can still have a look at the differences and sort of study the internal wounding of both of them. So we'll start with this guy here. These goats, by the way, are dog tucker goats, so we're going to use them to feed our dogs. So nothing goes to waste. So we got a lot of blood in here. It didn't escape. I mean, sometimes it happens. If you're using something like a 270 with a Remington 130 grain core locked in close and the bullet doesn't exit, well, you'll see a lot of that. That's no different. So some main similarities there to stuff you might see at close range if you're hunting a larger animal like a red or mule deer. Right, so let's have a look at the actual lung wounding. Here's our shot.
Yeah, pinhole in it, pretty much.
See, there's a knife cut from me being rough doing dog tuckers, and here's the path of the bullet through the lungs going that way. As you can see, it's a very, very narrow wound at that range. Now, had Marty have hit here, even further back, with that much tissue damage, that projectile wouldn't have created enough damage to reach out and destroy the lungs. So if you have a bullet that hits between these vitals, so we've got the liver here, lungs here, and if that bullet goes into that no man's land area, it's most important that we are able to create a very wide level of wounding that will reach out and destroy one or the other. It's a bit of an ask, and unfortunately quite a few bullet manufacturers really don't understand this, so this is where you guys can learn and get ahead of the game. Cool. So as I mentioned before, this is not a fair comparison for the homogeneous copper bullet, because we're dealing with a direct strike to the vitals, and we've got shoulder bone there which cause more fragmentation and more resistance for the bullet, which is quite handy for the bullet. But still, this is a lighter animal. Okay, so there's the tissue damage from the bullet passing through both the heart and the lungs, so you've got the entire area has been destroyed. So it's very, very clean killing. And if we delve further into it, we can see that when the bullet entered into here, so did we break any bone here? Let's just have a quick look. No bone broken, so we actually did miss the shoulder here. We just threw soft tissue straight through there. But by the time that bullet reached there, on this very light animal, we already had expansion. This projectile was doing its job. So also another thing you'll hear about is this Yeah, our bullets go in 4 inches and expand, and yeah, wonderful they are. If they're going in 4 inches and expanding, well, they're not a very good bullet, because even a premium controlled expanding Woodley well core will start displaying this as soon as it makes impact. So, and if we look through the other side of the animal, we can see a good broad wound. So it's a very, very fast kill. Yeah. And at this range, it's not as though we've got shards of lead everywhere. We can soon deal with the areas around the wound and remove that lead. So it's not as if we're up against a shower of lead either.
And that was 540, wasn't it? 530.
536.
536.
This one here is around 480.
Yep. Cool.
So there's quite a difference in range and animal resistance as well. That should provide more resistance, which makes it easier on the projectile to expand. And this one here, less resistance, should make it a lot harder for that projectile to do its job. Alright.